Hello, 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 hey, hey, hey. Happy Easter, Valtopia. Happy rebirth o'clock. Woo, it's Sunday, April 12th, 2020. Here we are in the middle of this experience we're all going through every day. Welcome to my stream. I hope you're having a peaceful, inner, joyful day wherever you are watching this. Let me know if you're watching the playback. Let me know as you tune in. I'm having a beautiful, peaceful day with my kids, and I actually couldn't sleep last night. I fell asleep late, and then I woke up early. So I just had a nap. So I'm in that little relaxed, open, loving energy, and I know some powerful messages meant to come through. Hi, Rhonda. So I wanted to pop on, and I really want to, look at that twin flame card popping up. I was called to come on and bring through the rebirth reading. It's a rebirth day. You know, Easter is about the spring rebirth. And when we have a birth, we have what happens to happen before the birth. And you can see on my painting, I'm working on what I'm calling the B-earth, the birth, the B-E-A-R-T-H. It's a birth. We are birthing a new world from our own inner landscape. And if you are a creative visionary leader, meaning you are innovative in most of your life, for me, this experience of coming into spiritual awakening, coming into doing what I love, coming into making money from being myself and honoring parts of myself that I thought didn't exist or weren't allowed to be, has been a confirmation of the way I do things. It's been a confirmation of my own intuition and my own chaotic sort of method of creation that others might not understand. The way the cosmic energy is right now and the way everything is going down, if you are a creative type, that your mind takes situations and out of the whole mess of it, you're in the moment, and the way you've always been working now you're realizing is the best way to work in this energy, and you're feeling like, oh my God, the way I always trusted what I knew, launched into it without having necessarily all the logics in place, and let divine guide me, that creativity, that musician's impulse or that creative impulse or that artistic impulse, that vision that is beyond that sees what isn't even here right now. That's you right now. This energy, this cosmic weather is like, oh, I've always been worked like this. Hi, Lauren. I've always intuited, and people told me I shouldn't do that, or I've always had messages that came through that guided me, and now more than ever it's coming through and guiding and making things more efficient. This energy of knowing what you deeply desire within as aligned and refreshed each day in your nourished presence is going to benefit from the way the energy is rapidly moving right now. So, hi Patricia. Yeah, long time no see, Lauren. So I like to listen to astrology, but after I've been through the transits. And I was thinking today how I am in astrology, but by feels and intuition. I don't study the charts, but I study our emotional and energetic frequencies along all the timelines. Thank you. I'm working on this today. And then I go and I listen to a few respected long-term astrologers that I love, and I'll see that the thing that's happening with the lineup of the stars is exactly what I've just been through and come to my own conclusion in my journals and my work and the way I work with my clients and the activations that come through and the music and the sounds. So in this energy that's happening right now, the whole universe, the whole earth, and everything is conspiring for us to not let any more excuses stop us from really tuning into our way, our inspiration, our ability to innovate in the midst of anything and everything. And it's those of us that really do constantly have a stream of creativity. You're actually creating the energy of change when you let yourself tap into your inspiration and creative change. So you know, your imagination isn't just in your head and nothing's happening. Everything that we're dreaming and thinking about and being guided to, and the steps that we take towards that guidance that actually lets us become more of what we're imagining and knowing and feeling already exists, is our truth. And just because our circumstances around, and we look around and we think, this is not what I am envisioning in my mind's eye and my desire, good. Keep working towards bringing through what is aligned and does feel right for you. Keep noticing with curiosity, this doesn't quite pan out like what I'm creating from within. And trust that this divine energy is so perfect for those of us that do have a huge imagination and a wildfire electric personality and frequency coming through us, and do have instant healing and empathic ability to feel and understand and transmute all the time, just in our very beingness. The more that you creative, visionary, be the truth of all of your cells and DNA, and allow yourselves to rest and regenerate each day into higher and higher levels of resonance with the frequencies that are happening from all around us, and allowing that to guide your daily creation, the more all of this will radically shift into a place that is the reflection of our inner world, right? Let me read these comments here. Patricia loves my art, thank you. Hi, Nitab, welcome. You would love to be activated. You've been studying lately. What have you been studying? Hi, Rose, thank you. Hair removal. Oh, all right. Well, so here's what I feel about this. That, I love that the Twin Flame card came up and really, you could set yourself on fire. Well, okay, Lauren, that's all right. So I'm not doing individual readings just yet, you guys. And I've never met you, Rose or Nitab. So welcome to Valtopia, honey. I'd love for you to check out. Maybe you watch me already, but I haven't personally connected with you on my live streams before. So let me know who you are and what's going on. So I'm doing a general reading for the whole collective for this energy. This is a powerful day, you guys. We had that big full moon last week, and I felt myself making choices last week of speaking in the last 2 weeks, especially speaking up about things that maybe before I had even, I had spoken up and I had made the change. I left my marriage. I shifted into my own business. I've made my $10,000 a month. Like, I've done all these goals of overcoming my own insecurities and doubts about who I am and what I do and be over and over again, and it's never ending, otherwise you'd be dead. But as I tune in to this energy that we have now, there was so much more truth coming through in the last few days, and I made those choices. And then I listened to the astrological conjunct about Venus and what's happening, and I was like, oh, I did it. I picked what felt important to me and spoke my truth to the people in my lives, and I made my choice, and I feel that reflection coming back to me. So the next card that's going to come through in relation to that reading is, in terms of the twin flame and the mirror reflection and tuning into your own inner truth and letting yourself allow that inner truth to vibrate so resonantly that of course you're going to see that reflected back to you. The unknown, the mystery of what's coming isn't what can look like such a disaster. Like, every single terrible breakthrough that I've had looked really bad while I was in the middle of it, and I felt like I was dying, and it looked like a shit show. And what it was a shift show. And before I went through the tunnel of creation, I didn't know what was on the other side besides my own intentions and my own deepest desires. And I had to stay focused. And the reason I broke through the tunnel of creation was because I let that guide me past and beyond the death. You see? So that's where we are, guys. We've had the reboot. We've been shut down. And now we get to take that moment and that opportunity. When you have everything shut down, then you get to come back online in a different way, in a rebooted way. And that's what this is about, this pause. And as miserable as some of the circumstances definitely are, I have family that is affected, okay? So, we're all in this together. That doesn't change the power of each of our own creation to allow our highest resonance and creativity to come through with innovation in our own moments, and to allow this breakdown within each of our own lives to become an absolutely innovative, visionary breakthrough. Let yourself take, a lot of us as human beings and cosmic human beings are inspired by being backed into a corner. And if ever there was a fucking corner, this was one, right? So let yourself be inspired to higher levels of your capacity, because there isn't an excuse not to now. Like the old days, like, well, I don't want to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble now, so be like, you're not going to get in trouble. You're going to be exactly what you choose, and choose to see reflected, and let yourself come up into that creation. So let me see what comments. Okay, Rose has been painting. Lauren says, people have recently come to me for confidence mentoring, and I stepped into it. That's exciting. And you think all of this has made us reflect in our lives. I'd be fucking stunned if it hadn't made people reflect in their lives. I'd be shocked. All right, so the first card in the reading is the Sun. Now I know, yeah, hell yeah, it's absolutely an eye-opener. It's a paradigm shift. We're going through a complete rebirth of who we are, what we are, and in the moment of that soup where we're getting rebirthed, everybody's putting their say in. So if you are overwhelmed by the energy of what isn't you, and don't bring your contribution within your own experience to the whole, that's on you. Hi, Keisha. So let's see. So the Sun is about being. Like the sun is, whether the sun covers up with clouds or goes, where we're not seeing, the sun is there. It's the same with you. You are here. And how you shine and radiate your frequency is the overarching guidance. And so then we go into the Queen of Wands, which is the spiritual revolutionary. And the spiritual revolutionary is willing to, light, Lauren said she's going to light herself fire. We're lit up by our own fire when we're the spiritual revolutionary. We burn our own untruths to illuminate in the truth. So the spiritual revolutionary is, your beingness of the truth of who you are is your art. Yeah, the sun is the life. I'm a visual artist. I'm a musician. I'm all about frequency, energy. Anything that comes through you is a frequency, and how you express it is your art. And your art is your communication of your desire of being, and is your imprint on our experience, and does affect the whole, honey, absolutely. So I keep pulling this card the last few days. So the message is so powerful. Your inspiration and epiphany is coming, and it comes after the darkest moments. The breakthrough comes after the breakdown. So let yourself feel the emotion of loss, let yourself feel the death, and in this energy, recognize what a powerful creator you are, and how your epiphany is the solution in your life. It is the inspiration, and have the courage to stay with this energy from that moon a few days ago, and keep choosing what's coming through for you if you haven't already. As in your intuitive, soul-guided vision, not the one that feels safe that you were doing before that still wasn't working for you because you weren't honoring your highest calling. Because at the time it didn't feel safe, and now that we've gone through this whole experience, you're like, oh yeah, of course I'm meant to do this. Of course it's aligned for me to step up and speak my truth and shine as a leader in holistic change, because I have this fucking amazing modality coming through me, and I've been so caught up in what I was doing before in in-person events that now it's the perfect time to birth this new modality. Right? So the strength of your healing method and your story of healing as a leader is the medicine. I started sharing my healing, and that was my medicine for my people, and still is. And my library of content that you can purchase and access and do self-guided study is my story of my own healing. And that's leadership. I had to get over myself being afraid to speak on the video, to take responsibility for others' welfare. That really freaked me out a lot, because I had been an artist behind a desk. I wasn't used to doing and guiding others. There were all these perceived limitations and beliefs I had to overcome to share my own healing modality, which is basically my art and beingness and how I overcame my own bullshit. And letting in the moment my sessions be guided by spirit and divine energy, by trust and faith that I am indeed a powerhouse creator, and what comes through me is lightning, and that we are co-creating together. And of course what comes through me, of course I hit record when I start to light language, because that's medicine and gold. I've honored it like that. Ooh, my ears ringing from day one. And that's why I have a body of work that people pay for, and why people are coming through to work one-to-one with me, even when I didn't understand my gift. And as I grow into it, and the same is true for you in this moment where you feel so ready to birth your known modality and impact so many people with your incredible way you're doing it, and you just haven't done it yet, and you're so ready now, and this energy is like, come on in, let's do this. Thank you, Rose. This has made you make decisions. I want to hear about your decisions, Rose. And I feel some throat chakra shifting. So I want to go into another deck after we did that diagnostic and we sort of got the lay of the land there on this crew and in relation to this reading, because this is a rebirth reading for visionary creative leaders in the energy of the cosmic creation that is now, that is so potent. And this live stream is totally for you if it's resonating for you. And I'm your guide if this is resonating for you. I have 3 spots. I've opened up the project in my I'm ready to onboard you today. I'm ready to spend the next 3 weeks with you, glowing up your perceived limitations into impact, illumination, and income. Because money comes to you when you stop limiting your natural genius and gifts. And when you glow up into what is natural for you, your clients can see you. I've had it happen over and over and over again. Hi, Brittany. So let's see what comes from the next deck for this creative alchemy type innovator who has been doing things different than others, and you've managed to have quite a lot of success with it, but you were still kind of resting on your laurels of how you set it up before, and that was based on someone else. So first of all, you want to feel super gratitude for the method and systems that got you where you are. But also know that you can have gratitude, but you don't have to have loyalty to them. You do not have to keep anything that was. You know, my clients do a lot of cleanup when they come through because their standards and boundaries about everything shift within days of coming into the container. Because when you release attachment to like the old method of doing things, and you realize your own natural way is so fast and works so much better than, like, you're really unlearning all the programming that told you don't know how to do what you do know how to do. And when you do that work, there's a huge shift that happens, an expansion and a clarity, and you just feel more playful about what you're doing. And in that energy of playfulness, the energy just shifts. You know, the fastest ways to shift energy are crying and laughing. And when you're shifting energy through crying or laughing, you're changing the dynamic of what's happening. And so how you care for your own recalibration, your own sense of humor, your own curiosity about who you are, and the less heavy and weighted down and entangled you are in guilt, shame, fear, obligation on any level. I know you've done the work. I know you've, you're steeped in amazing clearing and everything because you have people that you help. But this invitation right now is to go that deeper level that is hidden, that really lets you honor your natural method of working, that it does feel playful and efficient. And easy and just genius, it's like that. But in order to let it be like that, there's some clearing and reorganization, reintegration that has to happen, or that assists when you do. So one of them, this is exactly what the issue is for most of my clients when you come in, no matter how advanced you are in the the metaphysics. I had incredible teachers come through that had 25, 30, a lot more study than me in metaphysics and spirituality. Our gift is our gift. So you can serve someone that's way advanced on you in terms of other things, but if your gift and your genius connects, it doesn't matter, right? So I've worked with people who had much more and taught me a shit ton about metaphysics and energy and everything, but I helped them to get grounded into their deepest desires because of my gift. When we connected together, whatever my gift cleanses, regenerates, and activates more of who you really are and pushes out what isn't you, with like programs and beliefs and subconscious control and things like that. It's really important right now because most of us have been under a deep spell of confusion and illusion, and this work lets you see what is truly yours and what isn't, and that's vital in these times, right? So it's really important for you to get grounded, as in to let your soul come into your body. And the way you do that is by being still and quiet. And if at first when you are doing that, your monkey mind is spinning and you always find other things to do, there are infinite ways for you to get in your body and feel that connection to spirit that don't have to do with the ones that haven't worked for you. So, and I'm the queen of that. I know, because I had a hard time grounding into my body myself. I didn't really want to be in my own experience. But trust me, in order for your spiritual desire, your true highest desires to manifest, you got to be in your body and connecting your mind, body, and spirit into a cohesive attracting point of energy to receive your miracles, right? So this is an incredible time, obviously, for personal growth and your rituals and routines and how you devote yourself daily to your best nourished, cleansed viewpoint, your highest desires that you totally believe you're going to manifest, and then what you do to be in that inspired state of being and take action from that place or manifest through your sheer magnetism. It's a beautiful combination of things that we do to be in a constant state of attraction. And it certainly is about a healthy lifestyle. The glow up there's a nutritional component to the glow up that's a cleanse. And most of my clients, their intuition, their psychic abilities, their clairsentience, their healing hands, all of that opens up not only from the work and the connection to my gifts, but to the healthy lifestyle that we learn about in the glow up. And that's where the money magic comes from, honey. The money magic is really about how in alignment you are to your desires and your gifts, and how that is going to be manifested for you, how much you believe you can do it, and everything you've done to come into that space. So the last card we're going to pull here is from the OT deck. How are you guys loving this? Who's still here? Say hello. And I didn't even share this to my other stations. I guess I'll do that afterwards. There's a lot of energy from the throat down into the heart that it's a little chunky and crystallized. And so I've been working on this with Keisha and some inner circle clients, and there's a grip that can happen from all the energy out there. And we're all going down the rabbit holes and trying to figure out what's going on, and that can put a layer, can remind you of times in your own genetic code that were really scary, and bring to the surface deeply buried and hidden fears, which can feel like shit in the moment, but be grateful. Be like, yes, am I glad to get that one out in the open, because that shit was holding me down for 35 fucking years or whatever, right? Like you don't realize when the darkness comes up, don't be scared. Oh, the darkness is here and now I'm gonna, no, be like, ooh, let me take a look at that. That was inside of me. It's like when I went on this really bad date once, and I was on the date, but I was up on the PCH looking out of the sunshine, and I started laughing to myself because I was like, thank you, God, for letting me have this lesson in the most amazing, beautiful place. It's like you can have the lesson and learn about yourself and understand that what you're experiencing is somewhere a reflection of something inside of you. It truly is. All of it. What's up, John? So the last card out of the OT deck The dog licked your eye? Does it hurt? Oh, jeez. It'll be okay. Oh my gosh, the message is here, okay? Magic. Magic. Hi, Keisha. We are one and dream, okay? So we are all interconnected. It's just like I said at the top of through the whole stream. You're a powerful creator. You have a vision. Each of us has a vision inside of us. And those of us that are truly creative understand how to, and are inspired by the chaotic soup of creation. And so don't fool yourself for PTSD because of what's happening. Don't get confused because your mouth is covered up. Ugh. Stay home and take the mask off and do the inner work of rewiring your beliefs, changing and opening your heart chakra, grounding into your root chakra, and knowing the fuck who you are and what you want and bringing it now from your home. Like, I manifested this huge, amazing apartment by understanding my root chakra. John, can you close your door, please? By understanding my root chakra, by understanding how to move the energy in my body, by understanding what I just like feeling safe. By feeling safe, because at the time I did not feel safe. John, can you close your door, please? Thank you. Hey, puppy. And so, in the middle of the worst circumstances, when I didn't have money and I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills, I invested in on my credit card, which I was lucky to have some credit there, to understand more about my own ability to understand how I feel. And then I manifested this incredible apartment. I did not run all over town or look up a million Craigslist ads. I did minimal searching and talked to one neighbor and found this place. And so, and I could tell you many stories, and you could, see other people that talk about this kind of stuff, but in the middle of any circumstance, we always have the ability to tune into our own creative powers. And there's nothing more powerful than your beating heart, your deepest desire, and the work that you're gonna do in this period where we're cooped up in home. Even if you're busy with your kids, I get it, my kids have been home these few days and I'm balancing that too. To understand where your fear is and where your faith is and bring it into a powerful, cohesive unit of fuck yeah. You got me on this? That's the message. That's the message. I'm here. Mic drop. What you guys got to say to me? Tell me. Okay, I feel like I have to do one more card from the Earth Magic deck and then I'm gonna go take care of my kids because obviously something's going on. They wouldn't come out and been trying to get attention. Yes, and this is actually what I did in my sleep. I asked in my sleep, just like my client did, that my next client book in while I'm sleeping. And I am like a crystal. My resonance and my frequency within is of curation. It's all about the intention. I'm a crystal, and the intentions that I set are the vibrational frequencies that I emit and create the feeling I create of my beingness. The number one thing everybody says to me, like Rose says, I love your energy. Everybody says that to me always, even before when I was still in a state of chaos. Thank you, Aaliyah. You were just saying your energy is awesome, right? My energy is, you are feeling God. You're feeling the love of the divine in me because I let myself be clear and free of attachments to guilt, shame, disappointment, and stories that say it's not okay to be joyful, it's not okay to be blissful, it's not okay to dream, all that stuff. I had to clear and shift that, and I do that with you because your passion is underneath all your anger. Just like Keisha was like coloring for 2 months before she worked one-to-one with me, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't know how angry I was from coloring in a coloring book. You know, a lot of you that come to me are high achieving but highly sensitive leaders. And your experience of childhood and your early adulthood is one of restriction and control. And inside of you, there's this boss bitch. And by the time you get to me, you've done a shit ton of work to unlock that control freak. And you're doing quite well, but there's a deep, wiring and detachment and unlayering, and then regeneration and recalibration that happens when we do the glow up together, that changes your attachment to everything that isn't you, which includes beliefs that you can't do it, or you're not sure, or that your body can't handle it, or maybe that's a little too much, all that kind of stuff that's just subtle, that's kind of been keeping you up until now from leaning way into that weird idea that you have, or that creative, or knowing that energy comes to your hands when you are, with your clients, that you're able to telepathically know what your clients need, and that's the next business strategy is going to change the foundation of all your clients' work, because you have this incredible healing modality. I don't know, it's going to be different for each of you. There's no right way, and there's no method that everybody uses. There's your method that worked for you that's going to inspire each of your people to their method. And that's what we need to do right now. We need to inspire each of ourselves to our own deepest method of creation, because we're powerful creators. And even when we're sitting here being scared, we're creating. Especially when we're sitting there being scared and doubting ourselves and wasting a lot of time. Well, should I do this? No, guess what? You're still creating. So get that shit together and create something fabulous, would you? Okay. Hi, Virginia. I'm not doing individual readings right now, but you're welcome to check out. Please go to my website. You can apply on valtopia.com for the glow up. It's a 3-week experience, and we start as soon as you sign up. What? I'm doing a live stream. Charlie? Thanks. Like right when they've been quiet for hours or whatever, and now when I come out, they're like, hey, let's do stuff. All right, so the glow up is a 3-week experience. It's daily Voxer. It's about, the frequencies begin as soon as you swipe the credit card. And the frequencies are there to begin to identify these places where you are calcified or stuck or still attached to what isn't true for you. Whatever it is that's delaying your visionary movement, now's the time. Now, like, you've been feeling it, especially like the last few days. You're like, holy shit, I'm ready. But how? How exactly, like, do I need to, and you've got ideas and you're ready, but you need to bounce the ideas off, and you also need to clear some of the little bullshit that's coming up, and you want it to come together fast, and you want it like next week. I'm your gal. I'm the rip the Band-Aid off, excavate, road over the bullshit, and let it land on our feet and go up from there. And it doesn't stop. It's not like you just come and you're done with me. It's a continual process of unlayering. Unless you're Buddha or Jesus, honey, you're going to be unlayering for your life. So you get to find the people that really know how to stop you from backing yourself into a corner and actually let you rise up in the moment from daily devotional focus. Keisha says it's a transformational experience. All glow up over here. Yeah, Keisha did the glow up. If you guys want to know, she's an incredible leader. And you've got to check out her work and her page and see how she was in corporate and has such incredible tapping and healing. And so psychic. And as she's been doing this work with me, her clients are benefiting from her relaxing and dancing and integrating while she comes up with incredible daily strategy to reach her innovative leaders and to heal and activate the next wave of light workers or dark workers or transformational alchemy healers that so many people need right now, right? There's so much need for understanding of ourselves, how we operate, and how we can feel intentional in each of our daily moments and not feel like things out of control. It's not out of control. It's in your intention. Right? Right, Keisha? Yes. So this is why during the middle of chaos, we can still have a sense of calm and focus and inner presence, because we do the work to take a look at who we are and stay as curious as we can and trust in the divine flow of faith. So take a look at your fear and your faith, bring it into a cohesive unit of you, and you'll find yourself literally glowing up and wondering why you waited to do it, because you could not get the same results before you do this integration work for yourself. Keisha says you 7 times your investment in the first 3 days. That's so exciting. I loved it. And the new process is downloaded. Third eye opening, eyesight restored. Yeah, you've quit wearing your glasses. to name a few. I know, it's like every few days. And you do the work. You do the work. That's the thing. Keisha does the work. She's doing her own shadow work and tapping and deep dive. And in the guidance, these frequencies are beyond me and Keisha. I'm a channel. I'm accessing, asking questions, and it's like a divining rod. And then it's like an opening comes through, and suddenly what wouldn't be made clear after we co-create together to open the passageway, to open the energy, to go past something that feels confusing, to bring up an issue that seems scary, and then you realize, oh, this is leading to this, is leading to this. It's a daily uncovering, an intensive, rapid deep dive to shift things like suddenly making cash infusions 7 times in your investment in 3 days, which then brought on a whole slew of PTSD and nervous system response, which we were then able to explore over weeks. And then, yeah, long after we've unlayered like some of the past life stuff and inner child painful beliefs that have been affecting you your whole life, then we start unloading implants and seals from your DNA and activating and regenerating your DNA. And now you're doing that for your clients. I mean, it's incredible what happens. That's just in a few weeks. So if you're watching this and you're ready to really own your frequency as a cosmic leader who has incredibly creative, innovative healing through your own modality, your own beingness, your own company, your own vision, your own show, whatever it is that's coming through you and you haven't quite dropped it yet and you're ready to just like unleash and have the impact, there's 3 spots, the globe's 3 weeks. It's only $5,000 for 3 weeks to completely regenerate your DNA, activate and regenerate your DNA, refresh each and every cell in your body and being, and release attachment to the old beliefs and programs that have been keeping you from bringing this thing that your people are ready for you, okay? So go to Valtopia.com and apply. I'll check it out as soon as possible. And own your frequency. There's nobody like you. Have a gorgeous day with your family, and I'll see you in the next one.